Hey everyone, it's Samantha Miller with eXp Realty, and today I'll be giving you a driving tour of Mount Juliet, Tennessee. Now, this is a really popular and highly desirable area outside of Nashville. It's about 20 to 30 minutes depending on what part of Mount Juliet that you are in. And one of the reasons it is desirable is one, its proximity to the city. Two, they have a really large shopping center there called the Providence with honestly any amenity, any restaurant, shopping you could think of. And also they have a variety of homes. So they do have traditional brick homes on a little bit of land, a little bit farther out from the Providence or the shopping center. There's also a lot of new construction homes built now and in the past, few years. And then there's also construction homes that are built like in the early 90s to 2000s. There really is such a variety. There's a lot of sidewalks, trails. A lot of the communities have pools. So it's just highly desirable because it's kind of like a one-stop shop. So if you're interested in the Mount Juliet area, please keep watching. So we're going to start this tour kind of south of Mount Juliet. The big circle is the Providence area, kind of the main hub of Mount Juliet. And the smaller circle is where Winfield by Pulte Homes is. I just did a home tour there, so if you're interested in seeing that, I will link it below. And I'm going to zoom in here so you can kind of see more in detail where we are. So I'm going to head north on Rutland Road right here. And it's a 2-lane highway kind of behind Mount Juliet. It's parallel to Mount Juliet Road, kind of behind the Providence. So it's a gorgeous, gorgeous drive. So we'll start here and work our way north. So what's great about this area back here is, as you can see, there's a lot of openness. There's even farmland. So a lot of these are older ranch style brick homes, very established homes, but there is quite a bit of construction going on as well. So we're starting to see more of those communities with new construction homes, which I'm going to show you one of the newest communities coming up. Hey guys, I just wanted to jump out and show you guys this new community called Waterford Park here in Mount Juliet. It's in a great location behind the Providence, which is, as you know, a wonderful shopping area. And there are tons of lots here. These will mostly be Beazer homes, I believe. If there are any other builders, I will put it in the description below. Just wanted to show you guys the next opportunity here in Mount Juliet. So if you want to stay up to date on where all the new construction's happening, the new up and coming communities, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, text me, call me, email me. I would be more than happy to help you find a home that's perfect for you, perfect for your family. Let's keep going with the tour. So now I'm continuing on Rutland Road, once again heading north. As you can see to the right, there are some newer homes, newer communities. These homes were built after the 2000s, and there's usually some sidewalks, so there's more amenities. Usually there's an HOA involved. So as we get closer to the Providence Marketplace, the shopping, you're definitely going to see more of these established communities. So now I'll be turning left onto Providence Trail, and from here on we'll mostly see these small subdivisions and communities of newer homes. I think the oldest homes in these areas were built in the mid-1990s until present day. So lots of great amenities here. There's pool, there's walking trails, of course there's sidewalks, and it's really a beautiful, beautiful location. And like I said, we're close to the marketplace, which will be coming up shortly. But before I do that, I'm going to take you into these communities so you can kind of see what kind of houses they have here. So this is one subdivision in the Providence. There are many, and these homes were built around 2006, 2007. At the time of this video, their price ranges anywhere from the $400,000 to over $500,000, and the HOA fees are roughly $50 to $60 a month, depending on the HOA. There are different HOAs here in the Providence. They're not all the same community. I will say the condominiums do have a higher HOA, but for the single family homes, most of them are under $100 a month. So this is another subdivision in the Providence, just across the street. As you can tell, the homes are a little different. They're a little larger. Most of them are around 3,000 square feet. And so these home prices are a little bit more expensive. They range probably from about $650,000 to $800,000 at the time of this video. Now, generally, some of the pros and cons I've heard of living in the Providence area of Mount Juliet are for pros that you're close to everything. You're close to I-40, you are close to shopping, of course, and all the amenities that I've mentioned a million times. And, you know, the walkability here in terms of sidewalks, and, you know, a lot of areas in Tennessee don't have sidewalks. Coming from California, everywhere had sidewalks. I didn't know that was really a luxury to have. And you get to know your neighbors. Some would call that a pro, others would call that a con. The only real cons I've heard of this area are that you don't have a lot of yard in most cases. So if you are looking for some acreage and some space, this is definitely not the area for you. And then also that because of all the shopping and restaurants in Mount Juliet, or the Providence, excuse me, it can get quite congested during the holidays, during rush hour, the weekends. So that is one con that I have heard. So now I'm still heading west, and I'm going to be approaching Mount Juliet Road. To my right is the actual marketplace where all the shopping is. I will put a link below with all the shopping that they offer. There's a movie theater. Anything you could really want is here. Even I come here to get a lot of my errands done, even though it's a 20-minute drive for me. So we're going to be heading left on Mount Juliet Road. If you are looking for a little more land or room to breathe, as I say, then you'll really like this community I'm going to be showing you next. It's called Rural Hill. It's just a little bit further south, so a little bit further out from the hustle and bustle, but it's one area my husband and I considered when we moved out here. I really enjoy it, so it's coming up next. Okay, so this is the beginning of Rural Hill. So it's the furthest south of Mount Juliet, and what's kind of interesting about this area is it just borders the city of Hermitage. So some of these homes are in Hermitage and some are in Mount Juliet. But overall, as you can see, these homes are way more spread out. You get lots of land, most of it's flat. I just think it's a beautiful and very quaint area. Now, there is one con of this area is that rarely homes are for sale here, and when they are, they're very, very, very desirable, so they're snatched up pretty quickly. And in the current market, they range in price from about $550,000 to $650,000. Of course, you have your outliers, you know, on the lower end and the higher end, but that's generally what they're going for right now. So I'll just do a few more videos of this area of Rural Hill. It's a word I cannot say for some reason. And then we are gonna head north again past the Providence to go on the other side of I-40 and hit the north side of Mount Juliet. So now I'm heading north on Mount Juliet Road back towards I-40, and just wanted to quickly film another variety of home here, which are these large lots, large homes that are beautiful to look at, and just wanted to show you again the variety of homes here in Mount Juliet and why it's such a desirable area, only 20 minutes from downtown. So I just wanted to reestablish where we were on the map. So we were in Rural Hill, and now I am at where we're circled heading north. So we are going to go over I-40 and head into kind of the middle area or center area of Mount Juliet. And we will look at a neighborhood across from the middle school that is kind of up on a hill, has a beautiful view, some older homes, some newer homes. So once again, another great area in Mount Juliet to consider. So I apologize, this video is out of focus, but I am kind of going through the shopping center here. I didn't realize that my video was on slow motion, so I had to speed it up and it was out of focus, but I still wanted you to see where we were. So I'm currently now going over I-40 like I've been talking about, and we are going to head into the other side of Mount Juliet. This kind of splits it into north and south, and we are going to the circled area here. This street is called Clearview, and it also has a variety of homes like I talked about. As you can see, there's some ranch brick homes. They've also built some newer large homes, and just like I've said, another great area to consider with larger lots where your neighbors aren't so close together. So unfortunately, this is one of the areas that was hit by the tornado in 2020. So it wiped out a lot of homes and they've had to rebuild or move. So now you will see some newly built homes in the past couple years. But this hilltop is absolutely beautiful. It has a wonderful view of Mount Juliet and the surrounding area. So I thought it was definitely worth looking into if you're thinking of moving to Mount Juliet. So now I am back on Mount Juliet Road heading north. We are approaching Old Lebanon Dirt Road. That's the traffic light up here. If we were to turn left, we would run into a subdivision called Kelsey Glen, and there are other wonderful ranch style homes back there as well. So we'll just continue heading north, and I'll show you some neighborhoods and a popular park along the way. on the right hand side, I'm sorry the truck is kind of in the way, but just wanted to show you where the commuter train, the Music City Star train station is. So if you do have to commute to the city for work, there is a train you can take. It's kind of a park and ride situation. It only runs during the week, during work hours, but a lot of people use it to commute so they don't have to drive. So I'll just keep heading north on Mount Juliet Road. If you do have any comments, questions, please go ahead and reach out to me. You can comment below, you can email me, text me, call me. I know what it's like to relocate and not really know the surrounding area. My husband and I came out to Tennessee multiple times during our house hunt, probably 3 or 4 times during the whole year before we actually moved here, found temporary housing, and were actively house hunting. So I really just wanted to provide this video to kind of really show you what it's like driving around if you were here. So kind of pretend you're in the car with me driving around this area. I'm trying to provide the best feedback I can for like a very general population. So like I said, if you do have any specific questions, please just let me know. So now I'm turning off of Mount Juliet Road and I turned right towards the elementary school. So just giving you a quick little view of the elementary school before I head into the neighborhood behind it, so you can take a look at some homes kind of in this area of Mount Juliet. So this is the suburb behind the elementary school. So I'll just give you a quick driving tour so you can take a look around. So this area has some newer homes as well as some older homes. They are also pretty spread out, and the price ranges anywhere from $400,000 to over $750,000, depending on, of course, the size of the home, the age of the home, the lot size. So there is a wide range of homes here. So we're back on Mount Juliet Road heading north again, and at this traffic light up here I'll be making a right and we will be going to Charlie Daniels Park. It's a large park with tennis courts, a soccer field, lots and lots of playgrounds, and their community center. So it's just a really cool area to do a lot of different activities. They even have a beach volleyball court, which I think is really cool. So we are back on Mount Juliet Road, heading north. We are going to run into the cross street of Lebanon Road soon. And if we were to go right, we would be heading towards Lebanon, heading east. And we're actually going to be going left. So we're going to be going west, heading into the last part of Mount Juliet, kind of the northwest end. And if you're still with me, thank you. I hope you've enjoyed this tour so far. We really are hitting most of the areas in Mount Juliet. So next we will be heading left right here, heading west on Lebanon Road towards Green Hill area of Mount Juliet. This will be the last area I'm going to go over in this video. And on this street we will pass Green Hill High School, which will be on our right. And then we will head into Old Hickory Lake area. So coming up on the right is Green Hill High School. We're going to be turning right onto Green Hill Road. Now this is the newer high school in Mount Juliet. It opened right around the time we moved here, so in the last 2 years. And it's a beautiful campus. They did a really nice job with it. And we'll be taking Green Hill Road into Green Hill area. So we're approaching Old Hickory Lake and the Old Hickory border, so we'll be going into Mount Juliet and kind of finishing off in Old Hickory. And back here, definitely more older homes, ranch style homes. There are some lakefront properties as well, so this is another great area to consider. So the one thing I did want to touch on about this area, as you can see, this main road here is a very curvy and 2-lane road with lots of hills, and there is not a lot of street lighting. So at night you definitely need your high beams, and if you have a hard time seeing at night, this could present a challenge. My husband and I actually had a rental property back here that we rented month to month while we were searching for a home, and you know, coming from California, we're not used to having streets that aren't all lit up. So this was somewhat of a challenge. It was kind of intimidating to drive at night at first. I was going slow, had my high beams on, and just because it's so curvy, it's not a straight road. So you just have to really pay attention, and also to consider it with the weather as well, if there's ice or snow. So these are all things to keep in mind if you are coming from a state with more pleasurable, consistent weather like California. So this is where our official tour of Mount Juliet ends. We are now in Old Hickory. I will be doing an Old Hickory tour next if you are interested, so let me know. It is where I live with my husband. We really like it there, but I hope you enjoyed this tour of Mount Juliet. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel, comment, reach out to me if you have any questions or want to see anything else. I will be more than happy to help you with your neighborhood search and your home search. Thanks!